Now, a perfect complement to my Japanese dressing is my Japanese Daikon salad. And so, first of all, you need to know what a Daikon is. A Daikon is a white root vegetable from Asia. I believe they're growing them in the United States now. You want to make sure that you get an organic one. And this is just a piece of one. They can grow 14, 16 inches long, and they can be maybe up to 3 inches around at the fat end. It looks like a big white carrot, basically. And you can get them in health food stores. I would recommend getting them in health food stores. Wherever you get it, make sure that it's organic, because a lot of these are grown in Asia, and they're not only not organic, sometimes they may be genetically engineered. And so definitely use organic Daikon. We've taken one and we've peeled it, and we're going to use a piece about this big. And we're also going to put carrots and cucumber in this salad. And in order to do this, we're going to spiralize this Daikon and the cucumber. We're going to spiralize this Daikon into noodles. And what that means is we're going to take a device called a Spiralizer. This is the one that I use. This is from a company called Ben Reiner, B-E-N-R-I-N-E-R. And this one is good if you're really going to do the Living Foods lifestyle. It's good to get a spiralizer that you can do quantities of noodles easily with. And this one comes with 3 different blades for cutting noodles of 3 different thicknesses, and it works very well. This one runs in the range of $75 to $100. Now, very often with raw food equipment suppliers, they will recommend this little, what they call Saladuccio. It's also known as a Joyce Chen spiralizer. I don't recommend this spiralizer because, first of all, it has a very small capacity, and when you're actually making dishes, you've got to, first of all, cut whatever you're spiralizing into small pieces and put it into this small cup, and then assemble it, and then spiralize your stuff into noodles, and then you get this little container and you dump it out, and you have to keep doing that over and over again. And it's just inconvenient. It's also not very good quality. The blades tend to rust, and it only has one noodle size, and they're pretty fine, and for a lot of recipes they just don't work well. So I recommend not using one of these. This one costs about $30, and that's about what it's worth. If you're really going to do this lifestyle, get yourself a decent spiralizer, because this is a piece of equipment that I use quite a lot. So, because it's great for making noodles. You can make all kinds of vegetarian pasta dishes without actually eating pasta. And so let's get to it. I'm going to spiralize this Daikon. And I'm going to spiralize this thing into noodles. You can also spiralize it into just ribbons without making noodles. And so just slide this on and press it in place. And clear my area here. And I just turn it. And you can see you get the most beautiful noodles coming out of there. Now you can see that this shoots out a little core of whatever it is you're spiralizing. And on this particular model, that's just a feature of this, and you can use that. I usually just cut it up into ribbons and use that in the dish. But you can get spiralizers that don't have that core in them. And so, if you don't want to, if you're never going to use that core, sometimes I'll take those little pieces, and they look like little umbrellas, and I'll make them into little mushrooms and things for ornamentation. So we take our noodles and we put them in a bowl, and I'll spiralize one more piece like that. So I get my little mushroom, and see that looks like a little toadstool. Sometimes I'll carve that and put it in a salad as an ornamentation. or you can use it like that. But I'm just going to cut it up into little ribbons. Okay, throw everything into the bowl. Now we'll spiralize a cucumber. When we spiralize the cucumber, we don't want to make noodles. We're just going to make ribbons with this. So I'm going to take the blade out, and I'll show you that blade. This is what the blade looks like. It's got little teeth, and this is a medium-sized noodle blade. You can get a blade, it comes with a blade for smaller cuts, and then a blade with larger cuts. And the medium blade I use most of the time. But we're going to take that blade out, and we're just going to make ribbons. And then I'll chop them a little bit with a knife. This is another nice thing you can do. You see those ribbons? It's very pretty, very ornamental. So when you see recipes that have that, that's how they do it. Flopping around. Okay. Pull that out. We've got the reason that it does the coring. This thing comes from Japan, and it's designed to take the seeds out of the middle. And so we've got our ribbons of. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to cut that up a little bit. You see how they're all connected and strung together right like that? So I just take a knife and I cut it a little bit, just to kind of break it up. And then I throw that in there. That's beautiful. Nice colors too, green, white, and orange. Reminds me of my company's colors, Fresh and Alive. And this is definitely Fresh and Alive. This is so wonderful, great. This will impress your Asian friends. I always eat the cores too. I love cucumber. The next thing we're going to do is grate some carrot. We're going to use 2 cups of grated carrot. So let me move this spiralizer out of the way. I'll bring my food processor up here. And this is a quick and easy way to grate carrots. I've got a food processor with the grating blade inside. And I've got a hole open for the carrots to feed through. And I'll use my plunger here, turn it on. I'll take these and chop them up a little bit. Pull my blade out. We want 2 cups. So there we go, 2 cups. Pour that in. And then we just mix it up with our dressing and some black sesame seeds. We use 1/3 cup of black sesame seed. You can get these in health food stores. You can get them in Asian groceries. Just make sure they're organic. And we'll just spread this around. Okay. Then we're going to throw in the Japanese dressing that I made. Oh boy, this is good. This is some kind of good. All right. And then we just toss it up. Doesn't this look good? Man, it tastes better than it looks. And this is absolutely wonderful. I love this stuff. Daikon has a kind of a turnip taste to it, but when you mix it with, and I say turnip, really a radish taste, because turnips are pretty bland. It has more of a mild radish taste. When you mix it with the cucumber and the carrots and the dressing and everything, it just has a wonderful flavor. It's not a real strong flavor. So that is Daikon salad.